After arguably their lowest point of the season last Saturday, Dulwich Hamlet must try and pick themselves up this afternoon at table-topping Wealdstone. The Stones have an impressive record at home this season, winning 14 out of their 16 league games at Grosvenor Vale, although they did lose their last outing here against Chelmsford. Last time out they drew 0-0 at Dartford and opt to make just one change to their starting 11. It's now just one win in 9 for Dulwich after their defeat last Saturday at home to Tunbridge, a result which leaves them out of the bottom 2 on goal difference. Today they hand a debut to Angolan defender Kuagika David, whilst there also starts for both Smiths, Christian and Nathan, as well as Lionel Wainsworth, and a full debut for Diogo Barbosa. Jake Shepherd, the new man in the lineup today for the Stones. One change from the side which drew at Dartford last week, took the throw there. Crossfield ball by Stevens. Here goes Afete in lots of space down the right wing. Monacana trying to come back at him. Afete sends it a blazing cross. Emmanuel tries to flick on. He did, but not enough to send it into the corner. Granger's taking his time before sending downfield. Smith, Monacana up top towards Ainsworth. It's come Mills' way. Is there a chance for him? There is. It's well charged down there by Michael Phillips. David for Orlu. Curling one forward. Mills will chase. Phillips out muscled by Danny Mills. And he can get into the area now. Is there a shot for him at the end of this? Still Mills. On he goes and just tried to beat one man too many. And Monacana couldn't quite get to the loose ball either. Exciting game to watch this so far. Forward by Akima out of defence. Finds the head of his opposite number 6, Orlu. Looks forward by Barbosa, who nods down for Monacana. Trying to slip the pass through to Danny Mills. What a ball from Monacana. Mills is in behind. Chance for Mills. Saved by Oxborough. Over the top it goes. Corner kick. Just leaning back slightly, Mills. Oxborough came off top of his chest as he tipped it over. Had to take it there, Danny Mills, because he had two men closing him down. Not the quickest centre forward. Lovely vision from Monacana. Well, he's continuing the good work that Gordon Bartlett did for so many years, more than 20 years in charge, Gordon Bartlett, from the mid-90s to 2-3 years ago. Bobby Wilkinson came in, led them to the playoffs last season. They were 2-0 up against Woking in the semi-final and lost. And it goes Green in the area, stabbing in a shot. And Granger saves, twisting and turning, and outside of his boot. Here goes Ainsworth for the corner on this near side again. Orlu's got on the end of the first two. Ainsworth looking for David this time. Good header on it as well from the new man. But it's 5 yards wide. Monacana on the wing. Barbosa. Rolls inside. Quaid Taylor. Chipping onto the area. Ainsworth back heels it on for Mills. Ainsworth again. Fancies the shot from distance. Yes, he does. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Mills for the rebound. Touch was heavy. And penalties awarded. Mills got to the rebound, it's a heavy touch, but he took it away from Oxborough, who then brings him down, and Mills wins a spot kick for the Hamlet. Well, Ainsworth so close to scoring a stunning drive. She hit the crossbar. Mills reacts to the rebound fastest, and Oxborough brought down the keeper. Mills is okay, he's on his feet. Monacana going to mark his run up again. Big lad is Aston Oxborough. Monacana scores though, down the middle, Dulwich lead. Jeffrey Monacana, fourth goal of the season, the ex-Wealdstone man, back at his old ground for the first time since leaving in the summer, and he's opened the scoring for the Hamlet. Wasn't too far away from getting a leg on that, the goalkeeper. Dive to his left, Monacana almost going down the middle along the ground with his spot kick. Shepherd, Lafayette again, Taylor wins the ball back. Here comes David at defence. To his right is Ainsworth. Dulwich just have an advantage. There's a foul on David there. Here goes Ainsworth sending a ball into the area towards Danny Mills. Just beyond him. He will retrieve. Now Monacana, goal scorer for Dulwich. Slowing up against Afete. Coming on the inside, onto his right foot and curling one goalwards and straight at Oxborough. Hopefully Mills will run that off, whatever he's done. Mullin's been sent for a warm-up though. Taylor loses out to Clifford on the left. Pass inside to Emmanuel. Back to Clifford. Shoots from distance. It's just in front of Granger. He spills it, but makes sure he gets to the loose ball. Charles gave it to Afete. Out to Lewis on the right wing. Again running at Nathan Smith. Dulwich have doubled up with Monacana helping as well. Lewis has then struck a shot goalwards, and that's over the stand. And out for a goal kick. That'll probably be the last action of this first half. Weighted pass to Ainsworth. Drop the shoulder, tries to send one in on his left boot. It's charged down. Emmanuel has possession now. Sends a delightful ball forward to Lewis, and Dulwich could be caught on the break here. It's 3 on 3. Lewis showing his pace as he goes through the middle. Trying to release Lafayette. Orlu gets back and hacks it away for a throw on the far side. Good position in Richard Orlu, but there's the warning signs of Dulwich. Green. Deep free kick. Granger comes for it. I think it came off the head of David in the end. There was no call. It was Nathan Smith, sorry. Dulwich back on the far side. Barbosa, nice trickery, and Dulwich can counter. Trying to release Ainsworth. What a ball from Barbosa. Ainsworth will chase after it. It will stop in the mud a bit. He's got Taylor striding forward from midfield. Ainsworth across. Here is Taylor in the area for 2. His shot's been saved. I think a defender got a touch as Taylor went to shoot there. Great work rate from Wealdstone to get back. Head-to-head record, 16 wins for Wealdstone, 13 for Dulwich before today. Change over in possession. Wealdstone throw now. Sellers throwing back towards Phillips. He's giving it straight to Mullins in the penalty area. Mullins trying to backheel it. Oh, he gets it wrong though. And Wealdstone are very lucky there. Well, Ryan Sellers, very lucky man indeed. Been given a penalty in that first half. They won't want the referee to even up the calls. Wealdstone did miss a penalty last week. That's Dartford as Sellers wins a corner. 7 to aim for in the penalty area. Towards the near post. Headed on, 1-1. It's a Fete. Free header. Where was the marking? Fete, I've said all throughout this game how good he is in an attacking nature. And he's glanced it into the far corner. Wealdstone level, the league leaders showing what they're made of. Midway through the second half, Charles's corner flicked home. What? Here they come again, the Stones. Out to Sellers, who won that corner that led to the goal. Sellers curling in across. Granger's collided with his own teammate. Orlu's down and gets back to his feet. In it comes. What heads on? And it's 2-1! They've turned it around in a minute. Sanchez Watt off the bench. All of Dulwich's hard work being undone in about 60 seconds. Granger had palmed away across just a few seconds before, collided with Orlu, was back on his feet. The second ball came in, and Watt has planted a header into the bottom corner. The league leaders coming from behind. Nathan Smith throws into the area. Mullins heads on. Ainsworth to try and flick it. Oh, corner kick. Came off Sellers and went just to the wrong side of the far post. Sorry. Ainsworth lofted in. Head on by David, and backpedaling was the goalkeeper, saved on his goal line. Granger looks for Mullins downfield, herring after it. Shamir Mullins, he is quick over the turf and he gets ahead of Akimo. Back for Ainsworth. First pass, Mullins will shoot. Great heroic defending from a Wealdstone defender. That ball was travelling towards goal. Lewis, he got to the ball first, McCoy. If he hadn't, it was Curtin Dulwich. He was going through one-on-one. Granger downfield. Kearney, Ainsworth, he's onside in the area. Line of Ainsworth, oh, big chance. Oh, he's just put it low at Oxborough. The flag never came up. Wealdstone are livid. My word. Ainsworth tries to return it. Ainsworth gets another go at it. Sellers blocked the original attempt of a pass. This time he will try and release Barbosa, right byline. Oh, spot, back with Ainsworth. Got to get the ball in the box now, Dulwich. Ainsworth, can he beat his man? Yes, he can. Sends it in. Kearney's there, heads over. Well, he got in front of his man, couldn't keep the header down. Gav, a lot of the game today played really well. Obviously coming away with nothing is hard to take, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very hard to take. To a man, I thought everyone worked really hard for each other. We've done some really good things, especially in the first half. On the counter-attack, I thought we looked a real threat. Probably could have scored another goal in the first half and contained a really good team. They always hit the top of the league for a reason. They hit the ground running from the start of the season and maintained it, which is credit to them. But at times we we done really well. We done really well. It was really competitive. We worked really, really hard for each other. And the team that we put out in terms of our physicality, you probably would have thought that we wouldn't have conceded a goal in that fashion, in that manner, or 2 goals in that manner. So that's probably the disappointment, because Wealdstone are a team that will try and cut you open and score really good goals. And credit to them again, they've scored 2 ugly goals, which is what teams at the top do as well. But from our point of view, it's obviously quite disappointing.
You knew you'd have to be on the money for the whole game coming here, and it was obviously disappointing that the first goal, the lad got away unmarked, and just a lack of marking there cost us in the end.
Yeah, like I say, I think Shamir's put his hand up. Shamir's very, very good in the box. He wins a lot of headers in our defensive box normally. I think the man's lost him, and obviously it's been critical to us. But not really out here to pass blame. He's put his hand up, which is what I expect of him anyway. He's a man, and these things happen. I think sometimes we forget that a lot of things have happened throughout the game, and there's a lot of mistakes that have been made throughout the game by individual players on both sides. That one's obviously a critical one. It's one that we don't like, but there's a lot of mistakes out there, and we can't just kill someone just because they've made an innocent mistake.
Going way back to the start of the season when we actually beat Wealdstone, we put in some very physical performances and really broke up play. You must have been pleased with that element of it today, that we stopped them from being able to play with our physicality.
At times, yeah. I mean, they still pass the ball well. But I think at times we did do really well. We were physical, we were brave, we worked hard for each other. It was really good to see. And then we had some chances that we just invariably don't seem to be able to take. Really good chances that players have got so much ability, they can score. But that's football. We've got 8 games left, 24 points to play for. It's important that we have a dressing room that remains strong and together. And if they fight in that manner and just that little bit of luck and quality, then we'll get the points we need.
A couple of new boys in the last couple of weeks, with Barbosa last week and then David this week. What have you made of their impact on the squad?
Good. I thought David was aggressive. He's trained with us for maybe 2-3 months now. And obviously we couldn't get him in for a little while, but we've been able to do it now. But I thought he was very aggressive, read the game fairly well, used the ball fairly well. So yeah, he was good, and I thought Diogo worked really hard. He's got a good set of lungs on him, decent ability as well. But yeah, physicality-wise, he won the ball back a lot of times and helped us out. So can't fault either of them really.
Only at the relegation zone on goal difference now. How worried are you getting?
Listen, we've got 8 games to play. Obviously, it's nowhere near where we want to be. We never set ourselves out to be here, but no, I don't think any team does. Of course, you don't want to be there, but sometimes you can overthink things. We got a game next week that we have to win, and that's all I can concentrate on. If I start thinking about what's going to happen in 8 games' time, then we're not going to actually do what we need to do between that time. So it's important that we focus on the next game. And try and win that game and then go from there, because even if we win next week, we still got another 7 to play, and it's all going to be every game we're going to need to be right and at it. So not really for me to be overly worried, just more to worry about the job in hand, which is next week Saturday now.